It should be a good game. Alright, we go game time.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the 15-year veteran Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers as they take on Dak Prescott and the defending NFC East champs, the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's head over to the heart of Texas. Massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big
Here we go.
as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always,
Hear me better,
Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Number 12 in green and gold coming out to lead the Packers. Of course, that's Aaron Rodgers. Last year for Rodgers, despite the young receiving core, despite the nagging injuries, despite the removal of his head coach, better than 4,400 passing yards, the second highest total in his 14 NFL seasons. The third year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to
got him,
escape,
baby.
and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
God, come on, get to him.
And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was. the down and distance and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
All righty, let's see what we could do.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons.
That was a hit.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And the offensive starters for Dallas.
And we take a long look at Ezekiel Elliott, who led the league in rushing 2 out of the last 3 years. Certainly built to handle a huge workload. He led the league in total touches a season ago.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Ooh, touch it.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here are the starters defensively for the Cowboys. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. It's complete to Williams. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
That's what I needed, baby. A picker-upper. awesome.
So
This
here's
shitty
the
kick.
kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And not much.
Good stuff,
maybe
baby.
A yard up to the 29. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Complete. This is Lewis.
Short.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll return it from the 6.
Oh, no.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. We'll take a look at the starters here defensively for the Packers. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up?
Here we go.
We'll soon find out.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 11 carries, 85 yards.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, kill. 58.
Here's Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Kill. 47.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Shoot.
There we go. Kill.
Slam. Echo. Defense.
Prescott from the gun. Buying time to his left. Looking outside, and he's got a man.
Good stuff, baby.
That's Lamb. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
With that pressure coming.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Not that bad. All right. I'll take it.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott.
Oh, I ran right into that. Damn it.
25 after a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper.
Ooh. Ooh.
Good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far.
That was a hit,
first
boy.
down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons.
Should have hit him with that stiffy.
Check 99. Check 99.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Oh, no.
That'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick.
Come on, guys. We got this.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best
Damn
to
it.
never count a score in their head before the ball
My bad,
goes in
my
the
fault.
cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams.
Come on.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that's complete to Lewis.
Damn it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
That dude's killing
Well,
me.
sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got Lewis. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers.
Oh, I missed the tackle.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Damn it.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, they
Nowhere, baby.
Field, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks.
Man.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10.
Got about 2 minutes on his score.
Line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
No.
He goes down. Za'Darius Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join
I don't like this play.
the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it.
There we go. Oh, man, that was scary.
15. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And
there you go.
This past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their
There you go.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Oh, that was sick.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
That was a scary throw.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tight, watch left. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Prescott yet again. That one complete to Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when.
That's on me.
I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
That's a killer.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go.
Good stop. Good 3 and out, baby.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught inside.
That's it, baby.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in.
Ooh, that's
and wanting him
close.
to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside.
I don't know about that.
He just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After review of the play.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back. And
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Cooper again the target, and now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing.
Dang.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Looking for the end zone. That's the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Oh, man.
So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL.
We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier. You know, daytime, he's out there running around, feeling good about himself. Whatever his prep was coming in, he was able to get out there quick and fire away.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
the team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And this will be brought back to the 22. Cooper was
I should have known better.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set.
That's right,
the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. From the 17, Rodgers over the middle.
Pick it, don't slap it.
He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad.
Let's go, baby. Throw a touchdown. Let's go.
Move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
There you go. There you go. Make something out of nothing, baby.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. These Cowboys looking good here at AT&T Stadium. Of course, they were really good in this building last year. 7-1 in their 8 games played at home. The only loss was on a Monday night to Tennessee. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident.
He stopped him already.
What a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
There you go, lad.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him.
Putting the moves on.
They did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. And he gets it inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him. Unable
All right,
to put
baby,
up
let's
the
go.
numbers
Push
he's
it
used
in.
to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's going to take off with it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Play number 7 now.
Here we
coming
go.
up
Big
on the
play,
drive.
big play.
3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And
Yes.
he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure in every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Got him, baby.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. Now
face mask.
Flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
Them yards.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Going to take a shot for Gallup. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Prescott.
Oh, dang it.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his second
right
sack
off the
of
line.
the afternoon.
Damn.
You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away.
Come on, baby, bounce.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Sean Lee, baby.
The final play before the quarter ends.
Legend.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
The fourth quarter, baby.
A little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling.
Damn it, you got the first.
And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one.
Where you going, boy?
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Packers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
Ooh, they're going to go for it. All right, here we go, baby.
It's
going to be game right here.
Grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a...
Give me the football, baby. Let's go.
Picked by Darryl Worley. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
He caught it.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
Ah, no. He caught it, though. Just out of bounds. It's all right. It's all right.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Hit him with
Just
that
a
shovel
yard, but
pass.
that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Fights through him. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But
it's all right. Look at this. That's get off me, boy. Hit him with that stiffy.
To him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Hey, we got 3, we got 3 down.
They'll run with Elliott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Let's see if I catch that fade. I'm going to catch that fade over there.
He can't hang.
I see it.
He's not going to get me.
Prescott from the gun. To the
Oh!
line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And
Come on, give me a flag. He was all over me.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
I had
to
him
make
beat,
it a
too.
3-score game late. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw, it's Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's got it to Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Rodgers, and that's complete to Lewis. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. To throw is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, it's caught here by Adams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route.
Oh, that should have been a
zone,
pick.
You're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that will be
put that pressure on that boy.
4 ticks left here on the clock.
Knock his ass down.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game.
58, come on. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
26.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Yeah, baby.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
And they were spurred
be a good
on by
win
a
for
strong
us.
performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Dallas, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will move them back.
All right, man. Thank you.